It was in August 1945 that the US changed the history of warfare forever. The 2 atomic bombs dropped on the Japanese cities of Hiroshima and Nagasaki killed an estimated 150,000 people. Japan had no choice but to surrender. It came under American command. A pacifist constitution was drafted as punishment for its role in World War II. It prevented Japan from having a military even after it regained its independence in 1952. Over the years, Japan's self-defense forces have grown as the perception of the outside threat evolved. The end of the Cold War and rising tensions with China in particular mean that Tokyo now finds itself amongst the world's biggest military spenders. In May, Prime Minister Shinzo Abe set a target to modify the constitution's so-called peace clause by 2020. Moves away from pacifism, though, are not accepted lightly. 2 years ago, when Mr. Abe pushed through a law that would allow Japanese troops to fight overseas for the first time since the Second World War, it drew mass protests to the streets outside Japan's parliament. Nevertheless, Japan is the only country to have suffered a nuclear attack, one that went deep into the country's psyche. In 2016, Barack Obama became the first serving US president to visit Hiroshima. Controversially, he offered no apology, but said the memory of the bombing must never fade. But at 6 a.m. local time, a missile was fired over Japan from near the North Korean capital, Pyongyang. It flew over the Japanese island of Hokkaido before crashing into the sea. For the Japanese, this may be a game changer. The last time North Korea did anything like this was almost 2 decades ago. Then it stymied any rapprochement with Pyongyang. This time round, the sound of sirens in Hokkaido will embolden military hawks in Japan, and Donald Trump's refusal to play the role of world policeman may leave Tokyo no choice but to listen.